Welcome to Stir Crazy Sailing and Adventures. I'm Dennis. I left a career I enjoyed to pursue the activities that I love, with the aim of single-handing a sailboat from Lake Michigan to the Caribbean. That's nuts. I expect some success and some failure along the way, but that's part of the adventure. I'll also share with you how I try to stay healthy and fit as I go. Having you along will make this trip even more fun. Thanks for joining me. The drama getting out of the marina today, first time. Learning that this boat handles like a barge in current and in wind, crosswind. My smaller 29-footer with plenty of horsepower had a better power to weight ratio. This is a great boat, Catalina 42, but it handles differently and it needs more throttle. And I can't push the helm over and have it respond like my other boats. So there's a learning curve here, and it's a lot of fun, but there was only a bit of minor mayhem getting it out of the former marina. And again, because weather is an issue, we're going to motor across to Sturgeon Bay, and then we'll set up for a sail the following day across Lake Michigan and get us to Manistee. But I'm grateful for my buddy Steve, my navigational aid expert.
How you doing, guys?
Thanks for the lesson on navigation aids and explaining all of this stuff.
Brave Marine's the best.
Yeah. So Steve has lots of sailing experience, but he's also got powerboat, big boat experience, and he's got a lot of experience with navigational aids that I just don't have. And so today he just went through screen by screen, function by function, what I can do to understand this boat and the navigational aids that I've got, the electronics that I've got that will help me from, you know, having mishaps. Well, how do we get to this? Up here?
Up back here. This is your
okay.
main. This is
yeah.
what comes up. Okay. So dashboard.
Got it.
That's
Dashboard is where we went. Yeah.
Right. So, like my boat will pull up like the port motor, the starboard motor, and I have oil pressure, temperature. I have RPMs. I have fuel consumption. I have.
Yeah. Steve was thorough, and we approached Sturgeon Bay, checked out some of the big boats as we got into the harbor, and I became a bit intimidated by some of the drawbridges and the marina. At the helm, I chose not to go into the slip that they told me to go into because it was buried deep inside the marina and I wasn't confident enough. So we circled around, decided we would tie up the end of a pier, created a bit of minor mayhem, and then got a good night's sleep. The day started out foggy for us, so we've got a late start getting across Lake Michigan. Just clearing the lighthouse here in a moment in Sturgeon Bay going out to Lake Michigan, but visibility was 0 to start out the day. We're gonna motor a little bit, put up the sails, more storms chasing us, then not great visibility out there. We'll see if we can make better time sailing. I think we can. And either way, it's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great day. We went with the Genoa for a while when we had wind. Not much wind right now. and the water temperature 40 degrees, 37 degrees, 37.4 degrees water temperature. Cold trip across the lake. So we froze for 8 hours, and now we're getting close to the other side and just sort of bobbing along. For a while we had more wind than we wanted, and now we've got less wind than we need. And so we're just motoring, but we did have fun with the Genoa out, starting it out at 100%, then went 155, and moved right along, got up to 8 knots, but now we're down to 5. And so it's been a chilly journey, cold, and looking forward to warm weather on the other side on this maiden voyage. Can't quite see land. Probably have to go through another fog bank before we get there, but we've had a lot of fun, and we're learning the boat, learning the lines. Let's try this again without condensation on the lens. It was foggy. We were within a couple hundred feet of the lighthouse before we could see it. Thank God for navigation. On our way in, we had drama. We had first a gas gauge that went to 0, a fuel gauge that went to 0 on diesel. First time across, so we were out about 10 miles when it went to 0. And then it went back up within 2 miles to half, and then bounced between half, 3/4 to 0. We didn't know what it was, so we were trying to make arrangements for emergency fuel drop if we needed it. We arranged our secondary anchor to be used in an emergency if we needed it, and our furler broke. The furling line broke on the head sail, and so we needed to drag that down without burning up extra fuel. So there was a lot of drama there in the last few miles. Didn't get a lot. It was just thick as pea soup out there. And then we got on the river, and it's just gorgeous here. Welcome to Manistee, Michigan. I'm so happy to be here. All right, so we've landed at our destination, and then I turned right back around and went back to get my car from where we started, and got back here, and I've been in the car and on the boat for way too many hours, and I need to get out and do some mountain biking. I'm gonna grab a coffee and head out to the trail. I'll take you there with me. The North Country Trail goes through the northern tier of states across the United States. It's 15 miles from the port of Manistee. Get into Manistee, make your way over to the Big M Trail down M55, and you're ready to get started. Oh yeah, here comes a big drop. Whoa, whoa. Little bridge. Some skills there. This climb is like, yeah, not bad. Charge up this thing. All right, here we go. Good place for safety glasses, I'll tell you that. few thin branches sticking out will make you dot your T's and cross your I's. All right, what is this? Looks like we're going to the beach. Well, down I'll go. And I see mountain bike tracks, so. Oh my gosh, we're gonna break the land speed record on this thing. I can't imagine doing this on cross-country skis. Whoa! Yeah, downhill skis, sure. That I can do. I know where to find the brakes. A little hot into that corner, fun. But cross-country skis and curves and me, whoa! Little sand there, little squiggly. We don't get along. I do love steep and deep on the skis, but not the skinny skis. I like the fatties on the steep and deep. If I do some sailing in the Northwest, that will be fun to do some sailing and skiing videos. I'd love to do that. There will be some rock climbing ahead. Headed out to Washington State in a couple weeks for some biking, some hiking, and some climbing. All right. Well, that was a fun zippity-doo-dah trip. Holy smoke. Let me show you a little bit more about what the green looks like over here when you leave the parking lot. For those of you who just are wondering what the green trail looks like here at the Big M. So they say go to the right if you're a mountain bike. Whoa. Oh, that's for fat bikes. Okay, so they have a slightly different trail in the winter. I can see it barely going through the woods over here. And here's the do not enter sign. These are great. So when you're first getting out here and you're wondering, do I go right or do I go left? Well, I guess take the road more traveled and head this way now. What's this? No winter mountain bike. Okay, so interesting. No, it's funny, I've not seen that symbol before with snowflakes in the spokes. That's pretty fun. But in the wintertime, this is groomed for cross-country skiers, and it looks like the fat tire bikes go parallel to this trail. And so now here in the warmer months, those signs may confuse you for a moment, but then once you decode them, it's all easy peasy. So this is the green trail. A few sprinkles, might get a drop on the lens. Sorry about that. And this is a low climb for someone starting out to work on your shifting. For those of you who just went out and got your first mountain bike and want to try a real trail. Or if you're an older person and you've been mountain biking a while, you're just looking for a place to go and have fun.
Life is an adventure. If you like where this one is going, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Next time, I'll address some issues related to the boat, get a little bit used to it, and do a bit of traveling that you may enjoy as well. Thanks for joining me.